Hello everyone and welcome to another YachtWay Spotlight. Today I am going to take you on a full thorough walkthrough of this beast, a Vanquish VQ45 VELOCE powered by 4 Mercury 600 V12 engines. Come with us and let's take a look. This is great. Obviously clear. We're starting our walkthrough all the way from the aft deck. Obviously, the first thing that you will see are these 4 Mercury 600 V12 engines, which propel this thing to speeds up to 70 miles per hour. That's right, 70, which is quite mesmerizing. And we will see how this beast is going to be running in the open waters in a short while. But before we continue, while you are in anchor or you're getting back to the dock, what's unique about this boat is you have a passerelle / swim platform / staircase that goes all the way into the water or extends up as it is right now, so you can use it as a swim platform to catapult yourself aft from and enjoy the waters. Plus, getting back into the boat is very easy. Once you get to the boat now, you are greeted with the aft deck, like the fact that you can walk behind the engine, so it gives you a lot of space, especially when you're wanting to do lines for your aft or anything. This is a great place just for that. To enjoy the views towards the aft, maybe you want to admire the views or the engines themselves, you do have a bench seat. It's nicely comfortable. It's very deep, so you feel comfortable while you're lounging over here. Also the backrest, as you have seen on other Vanquishes, also they're slightly angled, so it gives you this very comfortable place to stay at. Plus the armrest on both sides makes it a great place to hang out at. Now, let's say that this is perhaps too much sun for you. You also have an electric bimini that is integrated into the hardtop, which we'll come back to in a second. While you are lounging over here, you also have speakers on both sides, so easy way to listen to your favorite tunes. Also, if you want to put maybe out your flag, you can easily do that. By the way, talking about a flag, if you want to put your flag on this boat is listed for sale on yachtway.com by IYG. So go check it out once you're done watching this video. And you can also explore this boat in full 3D. Talking about 3D, this nicely cut out place where the speaker is hidden. Also, you have a control unit for your passerelle, which we just talked about, as well as control unit for the storage that is right below this cushion here. Your freshwater shower connection here. So once you come back, you can also easily rinse yourself off, as well as your shore power connection all the way in the aft as well. Once again, you're reminded that you are on board of a VQ45, and you see also deck lights that starting from the back, so they're facing towards the aft, and you have them actually going all the way towards the bow. So at nighttime, wherever you are, this thing is going to be lit up like a Christmas tree. And if you want to listen to Christmas music, not just on the starboard side, you also have speakers on the port side with also an additional cap here which comes off. So maybe you want to put a bigger bimini in the back, so attach it to the hardtop, so it gives you even more coverage in the back. Or maybe you want to have one flag on the left side, one flag on the right side. Whatever rocks your boat. Talking about rocking your boat, if you want to make sure your boat is secure, you have these collapsible cleats. You have these across the boat, so easy way to close this boat up and tie it to the dock. Once you're ready to tie your boat up, you also have this custom-made hook for your grabbing your lines or your fenders from the water, whatever you may need. Fenders are stored nicely underneath with also a cubby for your lines right next to that. And if you look at now, this whole storage area is nicely covered with the same teak that we're walking on, so even the fenders and lines themselves are nicely stored at. As we walk now towards the bow, you have a fuel intake on your starboard side, and you also have on both sides side boarding doors. By the way, this is a full aluminum boat, or aluminium, like Europeans like to say, and this folds all the way open. So you see you have this nice cutout, so it folds in nicely. Plus, talking about cutout, these latches are all made in-house, and we've talked about it extensively, how Vanquish goes into extreme details to make sure that every detail looks like a piece of jewelry on these boats. You fold this out, it's an easy way to get in and out from the boat as you are maybe doing side mooring, or maybe you have a super yacht. This is a great way to disembark and embark to your super yacht. As we walk towards the bow now, you have high gunwales, also the hardtop of this boat. This is not a T-top version of a Vanquish, so they have two versions now. You have either hardtop, which this is, and then you have a T-top. T-top gives you this opening on the sides. Now, if you're a northeast boater or you like to extend your boating season in general, this gives you an ample amount of protection from the wind, from the rain, from the elements. You can tuck yourself nicely behind this glass. Obviously, if you do want to make sure that your windshield stays clean and clear from the rain, etc. You have large windshield wipers, one on either side, so great for that. Also, if you do want to put now an bimini at the bow, you have these caps that come off. You have one that goes either side, plus two more at the bow. So this whole bow area becomes nicely shaded. Also, carbon fiber cup holders. You have 3 on either side, so 6 cup holders just in the bow lounge area. Large sunbed, and you can see how plush this sunbed is. And we'll test it out how large it is. By the way, if you want to feel like this whole boat in 3D and you want to kind of get a feel to it, how it would be, check the link down below. First things, obviously plush, not just visually, but actually feels plush. These cutouts here gives you ample amount of support underneath your back, and your headrest is slightly raised up, so it gives you this nice pillowish feeling, semi like you floating on a cloud. Talking about a cloud, if you have not subscribed to YachtWay YouTube channel, you should absolutely do that, because over 12,000 of you have already done so. So thank you for all the ones who have subscribed, and thanks to you who's about to subscribe by clicking the button down below. Hello everyone, and welcome to another YachtWay Spotlight. Now this table itself is full aluminum, just like you have the hull itself. You can remove them. You have 2 bolts underneath, so if you want to store it away, maybe give yourself a dancing area here, you can easily do that. 4 cup holders right here, so plenty of place to keep your cups at. And facing towards the aft now, you have this curved bench seat, and I tell you, it's so the backrest is perfect height. It's nicely angled, and you have nice support for your legs as you sit over here, and this is great. We have done actually an extensive review of the VQ45 also at the Düsseldorf Boat Show, Düsseldorf Boat Show, I believe, earlier this year. So we are able to use some of the cool footage because it was out of the water. Now, talking about out of the water, you have an anchor locker on this boat, and we're anchoring right now, but you do not see the anchor itself because it drops out from below the boat. By the way, if you're worried about that there's no bulkhead maybe for the anchor, so your water comes in, there's none of such thing. So there's a special cutout. The whole anchor room is engineered, done in-house by Vanquish. Even the anchoring deploying system is all done in-house, and we'll be able to show you actually how it looks like from below, from a footage of another boat. Now let's say you are doing a med mooring to protect your paint and not having those lines go across your paint and damage it. You have this line holder, so you just put it here, the line sits through, you have a cleat right here, so now you tie up your mooring line and it won't touch the paint or damage it in any shape or form. Now, a few more things at the bow area. You also have these recessed speakers. By the way, all these speakers and the grills and the frames and the screws, they're done all in-house by Vanquish. And also, you have USB chargers, so you have USB-A here, so whatever things you may want to plug in, you can do that. And if you wonder, well, you know what? I need to plug in my 110. You also have a 110 outlet here, so your laptops are always going to stay charged, and you can make sure that you keep doing your work. And talking about work, you also have a peplink on this boat, so you can always be connected to the internet. Talking about peplink, right below that is where you have your radar, your FLIR night vision, your searchlight, your VHF antennas, etc. This one is decked out with a lot of goodies. As we're heading to the aft lounge area now, I do want to point out that also on the starboard side, you have your water, waste and diesel intake. So you have a diesel generator, so this is being filled up from here. Once you get to the aft lounge area now, you're greeted with this C-shaped seating, same higher backrest with slightly reclined backrest, so it's comfortable to be at, and also very deep, so gives you plenty of amount of support underneath your legs here. large dining table with 5 cup holders to keep everything secure. Plus, like I mentioned, at the bow, you have a full aluminum table, which if you want, you can also remove it, so it gives you an even more open space here for whatever reasons you may want to do that. This whole area, like I mentioned, is fully covered, so it gives you plenty amount of protection, either from the side wind or if it rains or anything. This is a place where you're nicely cocooned in. Not to mention all these seats here at the helm station feel like a race car seats, but we'll come back to that in a second, because I do want to point out you have a large and very deep Vertrifrigo fridge, which you can change the temperature in. If you want to make it into a something like a freezer for your ice cream, you can do that. Also, it's tall enough, so if you have open champagne bottles or open wine bottles, you can just place them here and keep them open. They're not going to go anywhere. Plus, there's nice organization shelves in between, so everything stays neatly organized. Helm station. And right above your helm station is where you have these large window panels or glass panels that let in ample amount of natural light. If you do want to get extra protection from the elements, from the sun itself, we actually also have here like covers, which we removed just to show you how nice these large window panels are. And underneath is where you have your sports car helm seats with 2 cup holders right in between. And what I like about this area is, let's say that you are on the shoulder side now, you have these steps that fold down, so it gives you a great place to step on, and now you have a great visibility out from the bows. This is holding me, I'm dancing over here, I'm 185 pounds on a good day. And right above this footrest is where you have these shelves that are, or drawers that are hidden underneath seats. And I tell you, these are so smooth with a pinky. Look at that. So whatever you may want to store over here, this is a great place just for that. Carbon fiber panel right in front of it, and once again a Vanquish emblem embedded in, painted red, and matching to the red emblem here is where you have your red steering wheel now. Obviously this one, if you want, you can adjust it whichever angle you like. Plus, something great about this helm seat for any captain who is going to be maneuvering this thing is you have AC grills, and you don't have just 2, you don't have 3, not 4, but you have total 6 AC grills. 2 of them are facing towards your feet, so you can rest assured you stay cool while you're cruising around over here. And it's great because this is a very enclosed area, so there's not a lot of air that goes through. It's only from the aft side that is coming towards you, but these AC grills help you stay cool while you're cruising around. Right in front of you is where you have 16-inch Garmin monitors, your throttle controls, obviously your 600 Mercury joystick control. You have a skyhook here, keeps the boat in the same place, acts like a complementary deckhand, so whenever you want to get your lines or fenders ready, great for that. Also, your engine monitoring control panel right in front of you, and for the passenger who's maybe sitting in front of you, they also have a small Garmin monitor right in front of them as well. Nice cubby here to store your phone perhaps, and a USB charger right underneath, so you keep all your gear charged up. VHF control, your trim tab control. This one has zip wake trim tabs and an additional cup holders right on your left hand side as well. And of course, great visibility out. You have a large window panel right in front of you and a large panel of glass on both sides. Now, to make sure that the captain is as entertained as the passengers on board, they also have a speaker integrated right underneath their feet here, so they can listen to their favorite tunes. And if they need to swap out their Garmin maps, the SD card access is right in front of that.
Looking at yachts on YachtWay? You can now apply for financing right from the listing page. It's called Easy Fund. No middlemen, no hassle. Just fast approvals with trusted lenders. Find your perfect yacht and finance it on yachtway.com.
Alrighty, taking the steps down now below deck. First off, once you come down, you have 3 large steps, so nicely supporting your way down. Once you get downstairs, first off, on your right hand side is where you have your small Garmin display. So if you want to maybe control your lights from here, you can do that. You can turn your Seakeeper on, off. And what's neat is they actually have this whole interface over here, so it shows the boat itself, and then you can turn on either your saloon lights, turn them on, off, and it indicates on the display which ones, you see now they're off, and we click again over here, boom, they pop on. And obviously you can see your tank levels, etc., everything right within your, under your fingertips. Right below that is where you have your audio control, JL audio control. So if you want to pair your Bluetooth or anything, you can easily do that right here. Below this is where you have your microwave. So whatever you may want to warm up, maybe you want to do popcorn, because you have a TV actually that is right below deck here, so which we'll come back to, but this is where you access your microwave. Right next to that is where you have some storage pins. You also have your Mercury keys, which you insert here. You turn the ignitions on, your generator, domestics, all the buttons are all the way in the back. Large galley area over here where you can prepare any of the meals. Maybe you want to have finger food right within the arm's reach. Also at arm's reach is where you have your glasses, your champagne glasses, and also they're inside a foam. So when you're going full speed, these won't rattle or make any noise. Close this back up, and right below the counter is where you have an ice maker. So if you want to grab a fresh ice, you can easily do that. You have an isotherm ice maker, some drawers right below the sink itself, and this is now where you have your refrigerator right when you come downstairs or right next to your galley. So this one again, deep fridge, so you can put any of your nitty-gritty here, and this shelf is movable. Plus if you want to have something stored in the back, you can do that. This looks like it's brand new. It's never been used perhaps. So there you go, you have a brand new fridge. And like I said, if you want to make this boat your very own, you can find it on yachtway.com, listed by IYG, Italian Yacht Group. On the other side of the galley area is where you have your head now. So you take a step inside. First off, you're greeted with a large sink with a countertop right next to that. So for ladies, if they do want to use it perhaps for makeup table or anything, they can easily do that. Ample amount of space. Plus, you also have a mirror right in front of you with power outlets right below that. Right below the power outlets and the counter is where you have storage areas. So whatever you might want to store, easy access for that. Also easy access to the shower area now. We take a step inside, you have your fixed shower faucet here, and also a shower wand, whichever you may want to use. Faucet controls right here, and a bench on the side as well. So if you maybe want to take a seat while taking a shower, you can easily do that with a mirror that actually extends from the sink area to the shower area as well. So maybe you want to take a look that you look great while you're taking a shower. Well, this is exactly what you can do on this boat. So the way this area has been set up right now is the owner made a custom mattress. So for overnighters, maybe you want to go camping, stay in the Bimini overnight, or Bahamas, wherever the roads or the ocean may take you, this is a great place to come, tuck underneath and enjoy the night out. If you don't want to have it set up as a sleeping quarters, you can remove this whole cushion, and below that it becomes a nice sunbed area, which I'll show you how it looks like. So voila, this is now how it looks like without the mattress on it. As you can see, it's set up as a day bed now. But what you can also do is perhaps you don't want it to be a day bed. Maybe you want to have it as a like a seating area. So you move these cushions away. We'll remove this. So once you have removed the cushion inserts here, this becomes like a seating area, which you can kick back, enjoy this place over here. Perhaps what you can also do is add a table here. So if you want to come down, maybe play cards or have a place for kids to stay while you're on the water. And also, while the kids are here or you are here, you have an ability to plug in any of your equipment, because you have 110 outlets, USB-A outlets, both sides, and either all the way to the back or also by your head if you want to be sleeping over here, for example. Not to mention you have cup holders on either side, so maybe you want to put small cups here, you can easily do that. Perhaps you want to watch a TV. You do have a Samsung frame TV here as well, so whatever movies you may want to watch, you can do that. AC system controls right next to that, and for all your overnighters, you have a closet space here for your hanging clothes with an additional shelf right below. Alrighty, for all the engine lovers who didn't get enough by seeing those Mercury 600s, you also have a systems room or semi-storage area right underneath your aft seating area. And you have a Northern Light generator, your control panel for that right here. Northern Light, probably a Rolls-Royce of the generator industry. This is now the box where the passerelle comes into. Also has a seakeeper. So the seakeeper is actually pushed all the way forward over there underneath this panel. But otherwise, I mean, your Victron, your electrical management system, your breaker panel right in the dead center. And yeah, I mean, you can see that every aluminum piece is nicely covered, nicely protected. Even the CBOB storage, you have a CBOB storage over here, so you can just drop it inside this holder, stays in one place. This is pretty cool. Plus, they also have this Hella Dakar Rally floodlight stored right here. So when they're going in a pitch black, you can turn that on, and you can believe me when I'm telling you that you will see this boat from the open space looking down. But otherwise, yeah, this is the engine room or slash storage. This was a full walkthrough of the Vanquish VQ45 VELOCE with 4 600 outboard engines. If you enjoyed this video, then hit the like button down below. If you want to see more videos just like this, then hit the subscribe button right down below. As always, if you're looking to buy your perfect yacht or this very yacht, then visit YachtWay.com. It is listed for sale over there, and you can explore it in full 3D like it would be in 2025, not in 1995. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.